Gratitude from uncommon places. Sometimes we think of gratitude, we think of having a rich life, having everything that we can possibly imagine. We imagine the house that we want, the car that we want to drive, the beautiful clothes that we see, the fashion that we see, and owning some of the nice purses and having the hair that we love, because we as Black women, we take very um, we see our hair as a great importance to us. And so for us, it is important to have really nice hair. And so a lot of times when we look at gratitude, we also we want to have the place in life that we would like to be. If we're doing business, we want to be able to be in the black and also, have a certain status as far as business is concerned. And then we look at those that are still working on a 9 to 5 job, or a job that maybe someone else in a corporation or in another person's business. And sometimes we're looking at, we want to be able to um, elevate in that particular business or in that particular organization, and we feel like, okay, I have to be more grateful when I get to where I want to be. Sometimes some people went to college, some people went to trade school. I myself went to both, so I appreciate having going to trade school and how that progressed me to eventually being able to go to a university, and I eventually was able to do that. But a lot of times we look at, I'll be grateful when I get to where I'm going. But sometimes as a woman, sometimes as a Black person, you have to find gratitude in the most uncommon places. And a lot of times we don't see that we have things that we can be appreciative and grateful for. But I guarantee you, if you can find that place, and it's sometimes it's very difficult to find that place, but if you can find that place on the inside of you where you can find something that you can be grateful for, usually you can find that thing that you can be grateful for, and in that being grateful is going to give you a sense of purpose, a sense of meaning, a sense of hope, because you can now look back and say, I thankful that whether it was a bad relationship, that I'm out of that bad relationship. I learned some things from that relationship, but I'm thankful that I had enough strength to get out of that relationship. Gratitude can be that I went through a illness and I survived the illness. I'm coming back from the illness. Gratitude can be that I lost my job, but I have hope that I'm going to find something better. And because of me being on that job, I found out that I did learn some things. Because one of the things for me was when I went to do my resume, I found out that I had uh, gained a lot more skills than I had realized that I had gained. So gratitude can look for like a success of more skills that you have learned, that you have acquired, more knowledge that you have learned. Gratitude can be that today I survived, working today. I survived, the traffic. I survived all of those things and I was able to get back home. Sometimes for me, it was just pulling up in the driveway again and being able to be grateful that I made it back home to my kids, to my family. And so gratitude can be in some of the most uncommon places. Gratitude could be, especially now because it's so difficult for some people as far as putting food on the table. Gratitude can be, I'm just glad we have food to eat. And for some people, it's great food to eat, because you'll be surprised what people can hook up when you learn and you have to, and you now have to pull together and use your resources. Gratitude is that I survived it, that I was able to, make it through it. So if we can find that gratitude in the most uncommon places, we'll be surprised. We'll be able to have a sense of joy, a sense of purpose, a sense of resilience, a sense of fortitude, and a sense of fight. That I can fight for another day. I can fight for another time. I can fight for another. And hopefully on the weekends, if the weekends is your off day, if you have days off in the weekday, you can take that time to relax, to enjoy, put your feet up, celebrate yourself, take inventory of just the fact that you're grateful that you made it.